look
Yep.
pretty.
Thank you. You
You
too.
you look like you're ready to like go out in Vegas though. I like the like it
You
looks like
know,
it's
yeah,
blingy almost. I like it.
it is blingy and it's new top I'm trying out before we go to Cancun.
Woohoo! Sweet.
Yay.
I've never been to Cancun. We need to.
I've only been once, so it's not like
Yeah.
I'm an expert, but
Did you
pretty
enjoy
cool.
it? My and Anthony's 20-year wedding anniversary is this year. And
That's
we've
right.
always talked about going back to Puerto Rico. We went a couple times.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Once with his work, it was a work thing, and then like immediately got back and we're like, we need to go back. And we
Mm-hmm.
booked and went back. We haven't went since, and I know they've kind of been ravaged by some storms and stuff, so I don't know if it's a good time to travel there, but who knows? Maybe this year we'll try to go back to
It might be the perfect time to go because, nobody will be there and you can kind of just,
like
not, what's the word? Fight the crowds, not have to fight the
yeah,
crowds.
yeah. But is, would like the locals be like, dude, fuck off.
What are
Like,
you doing here?
yeah, I'd rather not. I want to make sure they're
Yeah,
like
that's
cool
true.
with it. Because last time we did like mostly just sitting on the beach and drinking, which was so fucking awesome. Like we made friends with some people at this restaurant we kept going to, and then we
Hmm.
ended up going with them for a whole day into San Juan, and he like
Fun.
bartered a cab for us and stuff because we don't speak Spanish, so we were really lucky to have
Yeah.
found him. I'm really lucky that, looking at the way the world is, that we weren't like trafficked or something, but it was really good. We even went back to like a big hotel room where like all his friends were. Like it was, I mean, they were all grown people
Huh?
too. Like it wasn't like children. They were just partying.
Yeah.
And then we even friend requested a few of them on Facebook and like followed each other like for a while. It was a really fun
Fun.
time. I'm like, anyways, way off the
Good
topic. What I
times.
was gonna
No,
say
it's
was that
awesome.
next time I want to do things like go to the rainforest and do the bioluminescent bay, like really go
Hmm.
see Puerto Rico versus just go get
Well, I think the
schmeggered.
first time you go anywhere, it's just kind of like a testing the waters, stick your foot, and
Yeah.
then the more times you go, you're like, all right, let's venture out. Let's figure out a few more things. And anyway,
Yeah, I'm super
just
ignorant to like
the
traveling
more you
places.
go, ding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I need to just travel more.
sounds like fun to
Anyways,
me. Let's go.
yeah, right. I'm excited for you
All
guys
right.
going. Anyways, all right.
Yeah.
So, what do we got on the docket today?
On the docket today, I just wanted to ask you a whole bunch of questions.
Okay, where'd
We
you
like
find the
questions.
questions? Yeah, or did you
I
come up
found,
with them?
oh no, I found the list on teambuilding.com. And yes, so for all of
Great.
your team building needs,
Let's build this
teambuilding.com.
team. Yeah,
That's right. No, I saw this list of questions and I really liked them, and I'm like, all right,
yeah. Why not
let's do this. They are all yes or no questions, but they will like probably need some explanation too.
start some
So
conversations? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It'll
So
probably be more fun because I'm the type who I'm fine with those type of meetings anyways, the team building stuff. I think it's fun, but it's more fun with, people you really like know.
uh-huh.
Yeah, so
People you can get real answers from instead of just like, you know, what's your greatest weakness? My greatest weakness is
I
that
care
I
too
have no
much.
weaknesses. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just work too hard. Too hard.
And with me and you, I'd be like, well, I think it's this mole on my
I'm just too damn funny. That's just, that's just who I am.
problem.
All right. So, question number one. Okay, the first two questions I don't love, but I'm going to ask them anyway. So,
Okay. You're the
I
boss
asked
here,
all,
you could do whatever you
I know.
want.
Well, I asked all of these to Cody, and um, the first two were like, don't like this. Okay.
Okay.
So, number one, would you betray a friend for $1 million?
No, I
Yep.
don't
I
think
don't think so
like
either.
because I think it's all in what you call a betrayal because I think people throw
Hmm.
that word around for like you didn't do what I wanted you to do, or at least I've
Yeah,
seen
for
it
sure.
used that way.
Yeah. Would
But
I
true like
steal your last Snickers?
betrayal or
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly. Uh,
The
but
light flicker was Cody saying hi.
hi, Cody.
Mm.
Still has
Okay,
yet to
yeah,
ever join us.
I know.
He could
I
be
told
here
him he should
answering
join
these
us for this
questions.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should like Maybe for like a Valentine's episode, we'll bring on our husbands and ask them questions.
Okay, let's do this. I know Anthony will be
That would be
down.
fun.
Anthony will
Okay,
be down.
for
Sometimes
that.
I talk so fast that I like feel it's like you know how you roll your R's? I roll my words. It's like
Um, it's
uh,
like on cartoons where they run really fast before their feet hit the floor. That's how the words come out of my mouth sometimes.
do you remember I think it was Anthony and Brad. We had been playing Tekken or something,
Like,
and I in true me fashion was probably just shit talking, being really annoying and just talking incessantly. And I can't remember if it was Brad or Anthony, but one of them was like, I bet you cannot shut up for 5 minutes. Like, and it was just, and I did it. I did it because
uh-huh.
I won the money, but it
Was it
seems like you don't
difficult?
remember this. I want to see if you remember this though.
I
He was
kind of
like,
do.
while I was being quiet and they were like saying, you can't even do this or whatever because you just never fucking shut up. He's like, I
Mhm.
can see it in her head. I see it. Like I can hear it even though
So
she's not saying
worrying.
it. No, he goes, it's
Yep, I
do
do
you
remember
remember?
that one.
Because I wasn't
Um,
I I think I held it together. I feel like I know we laughed a lot, but like I didn't talk.
you could do it. You did
Yeah.
it. So
That might have been the
screw
one
them.
and only time, but I did do it once. I shut up.
Um, I appreciate your comments and your talking, so bring it on.
Yeah, no, I know, but
They can stop
in the
talking.
right setting or whatever. But also when I like
Why? Because Tekken is
I
a quiet,
no, because
quiet game.
I drive people crazy the way I play. But guess what? It works for me and I'm beating you. So,
That's the problem
but
right there.
I'm a button basher. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I know how
Hmm.
to repeat what I'm doing. Because so
Yep.
my fingers have learned something and they know how to do certain moves. I play with King, but I could not tell you what I'm doing. And I feel like people who really try, it's annoying because it's like
Super annoying.
"No," and I will redo them. Like I get that I'm annoying. I will try to like now I don't just do one move, only one move, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But sometimes it's really fun to do that anyways, just to see who
Hmm.
can take hold and not let the other one do anything at all.
Yeah, at this restaurant that Cody and I go to sometimes, they have a Street Fighter 2
Ah,
arcade game,
Anthony would just
right?
love that. That's his game.
Right?
Yeah.
But when I would play with my brothers, the only way I could ever win is I use one character and it's one move, and you can't get past it, and it's super obnoxious. And so I'm like, hey,
Yeah, but
Cody, come
guess
play with
what?
me.
Guess what? You're winning. It
Mhm.
doesn't. I'm sorry, but you know.
I did win.
Uh,
But that was
yeah.
the only way, and they stopped
Oh,
wanting to play with me. So,
yeah. It's fun. I literally just played Tekken with one of like my one of my best friends here. They live in the neighborhood and their kids they're kind of like our kids are growing up together. One of them
mhm.
brought her boyfriend over to play Tekken and me and him played against each other. And
Yes,
he did win some, but I definitely won
that's
some.
okay. You know what? That makes
And
for
he
a
was
fun
chill
game. Is
about it. It was
when,
really fun because he knew what he was getting into. He whereas I think Anthony and Brad were just like, go home, let us play our civilized
right?
game.
This is not your house.
Shut
Go
up.
home.
Sorry, guys. You can come say hi real quick if you want. Hi. Come show your face because Cody
Hi.
never does. Cody, let me show you how you come in and say hi. Hi.
I agree.
Hello.
Hey, good to see you.
Isn't he
Yeah.
cute? She said, good to see you.
Hmm.
Did you hear her?
Hmm.
Let me see. He says,
You guys are
hi.
so cute.
All right. So he's going to pick up a friend. We're
Oh,
going
fun.
out tonight. I'm so excited. It's going to be really interesting. I don't even know really what to expect. It's an Edgar Allan Poe speakeasy where it's like everybody's supposed to dress up and it's like
Everyone's
reading.
depressed and the girls are underage. Oh, just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah, well, you know more about Edgar Allan Poe than me, obviously. I don't remember, like, I know the name, but nothing about him stuck. And I don't know. I didn't care, I guess. But I'll learn some more tonight.
Okay.
I know the Raven. That's it. I don't know. Not,
Yeah,
I know he
he's
is
got a
the
few
guy
that
that
kind
did the
of
Raven.
yeah, he's got a few that warped me as a child. I was like, ah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Well, I guess I'll get warped tonight. And there's
have
like
fun.
different cocktails for each different like reading or whatever. So
Ah, Telltale
yeah.
Heart's probably like the Bloody Mary.
I don't know, but I'm not super
Mhm.
adventurous with drinking, so I just hope that they taste decent.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Anthony and Jin are gonna get really drunk because I'll just slide it
Yeah. This one's for
over.
you. Can I have a Dr. Pepper? Like,
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They really didn't say anything about what the beverages were, or if they did, I didn't find it. So I'm going to be surprised. I'll
okay,
let you know if anything was yummies.
please do. That
Yeah.
would. I
Anyways,
just want to know how the whole experience goes because Edgar Allan Poe Speakeasy
yeah.
sounds interesting.
I'm just always down to try something new. So when she was like, "Hey, you want to get tickets?" I was like, "I think I
Absolutely,
do.
I do.
I think I do." Especially because I'm always the one inviting. So when someone's
Uh-huh.
like, "Hey, you want to do some weird shit?" I'm like, yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
absolutely.
If you're gonna take the initiative to find the place, I will come. We will
Yes,
go
let's do
together.
this shit."
Hmm.
All right.
All right,
So
you ready for another question? Because I think we made it through one.
did we? Because I don't remember what the question was.
Just would you betray a friend for $1 million? It's like, no, there's better
Not
ways to get
not
a million
true, but
dollars.
yeah, not true betrayal. Because I don't
Like a
think you're
true,
friends with
yeah.
someone. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing. That
Yeah.
money is not worth like hurting somebody
No,
I love. Like,
no, there's enough hurt in this world,
yeah.
and
Plus,
just
like,
I don't need to add to it.
yeah,
I would hope that I wouldn't anyway. Like,
yeah. I
I guess I've never
exactly
been,
put in that position.
yeah, I've been faced with
But I
that.
think that's why we should, think about things like that so that we remind
We know
ourselves to
ahead of time.
like exactly. So in the moment we're like, no, I've given this some thought, and
Hmm.
that
Yeah.
money will not bring me anything close to what my friends bring me.
Right?
Yeah.
If people had $1 million, they would buy friends. So,
Yes, because everybody's so lonely, it seems like. And I keep like seeing things about that. I would like to take a
well,
poll if anybody's watching this. Are you lonely? Like,
do
do
you
you
need
feel
friends?
well? Because in a way, I get it too, just because I'm such a person that wants to have people around and wants to have kind of, I don't know, my brain wants to live out loud, not in here. Doesn't do as well in
Hmm.
there. So I don't know. I
Well,
okay.
a lot of my ability to have fun depends on having other people around because I can do really fun things by myself and I can like enjoy it. But if I
Hmm.
have other people with me, it becomes a million times more fun.
Yeah, me too.
So,
And I want to play, so it's like I need more people who are like
mhm,
actually down to play.
yeah,
But
I agree. All right, question number two. Ready? Would you sacrifice a loved one to save 12 others? And this reminds me of a question like they would give us in church, and I always hated it. It's like, I pray to God I'm never faced with this. Leave me alone.
yeah, right.
Like,
And more likely that you will not ever be faced with that. It reminds me
yeah.
of the some scenes in the Good Place where they're doing the trolley experiment or whatever. It's like you have to you're driving the trolley and
Hmm.
there's like, someone you love on this one or like 15 people over here and deciding which
Yeah.
one to hit. So it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Just a
I don't like those
and it's like
questions.
an ethics question where it makes you question your
Yeah.
morality.
Either way,
Mm.
it sucks and it would scar you for life and you'd be a shell of a human being. So, yeah, I don't like that
Agree.
question. I refuse to answer.
All right. So now that we've got
All
those
right.
first two out of the way,
Okay. If given the opportunity, would you live your entire life over again just for the experience?
I think so. But I mean, but
So,
also no, like there are some like there are some parts I can when you say that where I can flash back into my head and I'm like,
like, I don't want to do that again. Yeah.
yeah, like that
Well,
was not a fast, easy process.
no. And the two ways this question went for us was, what could I go back and do it again, knowing what I know now, like
Well,
with
yeah, that's an
increased
obvious
knowledge,
yes. That's a yes,
or
100% for me.
mhm,
Mhm.
because if you're just experiencing it again, I would love to, but what's the point? Because it would just be, I mean, who says I'm not doing it right now? So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, so I don't know, but to go back with some more information, that'd be kind of cool. And if reincarnation was a thing, Would you rather have a completely different life or just the same one you just had?
Hmm. I
Because
mean,
I think if, for me, it's like a total crapshoot of what are the chances of me getting
yeah, I
a
felt like
life this good in the
I
next?
know, yeah, no. And plus I love this life and I love my people. So yes, I would choose this one.
Yeah,
Um, just because I feel like you can be drawn to or just, you have your people.
yeah,
And it's hard to
here's
find
doing funny
people. Like
things.
sure, but and also like you said, like who's to say it's gonna be any better? We got pretty freaking good. We
Yeah.
live in like just such abundance and in a time when we do have more freedoms than we had in our past.
Hmm.
We just also are
Yeah.
like,
I have
cool,
food
we
to eat
have
and a house
more.
to live
Let's
in,
just
and
have all of them. Cool. Yeah.
I like the life I
Pretty
have. I would
much.
like to
Me
keep it
too.
for a while.
For
All
a
right.
long while.
I think I already know this one for you, but do you believe in an afterlife?
I I don't think I do, but I want to. Like when I really like try to visualize it or just like
Like, do we
make
all just
make
end up
sense
in
of it, like
the
I
same
would
auditorium trying to find each other? Probably not, but
no. But like I like to imagine that like
we get to
something about
see
our
people
spirit lives
again.
on. I think the energy lives on because I think, the whole energy cannot be
Never
created or
dies.
destroyed. Yeah. But does that consciousness, does the tie to this life and these people, I don't know if I believe that as much as I want
Yeah.
that to be the reality because I want to stay with my people because I love my people.
Well, and my beliefs on afterlife changed a lot over time. Like, I don't think we just sit on clouds playing harps and like, I don't know. The thought of having this little life for 100 years, if you're lucky, and then the rest of eternity to sit and think about the 100 years seems ludicrous. Like,
Yeah, like I've never been able to actually conceptualize what heaven would be because it doesn't really make sense. Like, because nothing is like I don't know, forever is too freaking long unless you're somehow progressing and growing and learning. If we're gonna
yeah,
be like, I don't know, like it's just too much. I don't know. I wouldn't want forever.
yeah,
But I'd like
it's
for
really
us to
daunting
be
to think about.
progressing. Like I would love it if our afterlife
Hmm.
was a progression to where you are then just living in another like dimension or realm, like you don't have a physical body, but a part of you exists and you still hold on to like your own individuality and consciousness. It'd be cool to
Hmm.
imagine, like sometimes I'll imagine really weird things like you know how when you get really, 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 really small, it's like it's just kind of crazy looking there at like tiny little germs and they look like they've got legs, like they're just little
Hmm.
things. So I'm like we're that to something else. And I'm like, maybe as we
Yeah,
go out there, we just go into that realm of consciousness where we're just in a bigger self. So we're just like getting outside of ourselves into that next
it's like
galaxy.
ripples. You're in the next ripple going forward.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I wondered that.
And I would love to continue on with my consciousness. The only thing is continuing on with the consciousness alone there, it would also be a loss. So to be born there would be a loss because you had to lose
Hmm.
this to go there. But
Yeah,
that's only if your consciousness moves on. If it doesn't, then you're just born and you don't care. So, but also
who
I
knows? It would
don't
be
know if
interesting
there's
to know.
anything. I am totally okay with going into the ground and just going back into the earth that is given to me. Like that's enough. So plant
Yeah,
me under a tree and let me nourish it like you did too. With a, do you?
yeah,
Here's the thing. Are ashes from people's ashes? Does that nourish like a tree in any way?
I think
Like,
so. It would have to
yeah,
be just some type of fertilizer. I think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's do that.
Yeah, and I like that thought a lot more than being placed in some waterproof box till the end of all time. Like,
Yeah.
I don't love that idea.
Yeah. I don't love the idea of my body even just decaying. Just burn it. Just, just,
Just let it go.
you know, you
Yeah.
know. Because actually, for like my loved ones that have been buried, like, I don't know, it like to think about just the fact that they have and think about them and knowing what state like that. corpses
Yeah, I don't
probably,
like
and it's
that.
just whereas like Jimmy, I know where he is. I know he's just and I don't know, it just seems I don't know. It's literally less scary to my mind to think about. So maybe that's why I prefer it.
Nope. I I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Anyways,
So, all
next question.
right. Next question. Do you believe in an afterlife? Okay. If you could know what other people really thought of you, would you want to know?
Probably not.
Mm,
Probably
mhm.
not. Because I
I
also
don't
know
know.
that I think of people in lots of different ways. Some days I'm like, you're driving me
Sometimes
crazy.
the
And others days
yeah,
I'm loving you. So like my thoughts wouldn't be useful to you because they're more about me than they are about you. And I know that's other people too. So I would not.
sometimes how I feel about you or whoever has to do with whether I have eaten or like if I have a headache or if I feel stressed.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. And sometimes I don't even like my thoughts. So how
right? And I
um,
don't want people knowing all of my thoughts because
yeah.
that just sounds way too stressful. I
Granted,
just
I
stop
think
thinking.
this one was us knowing other people's thoughts, right?
Yeah.
I still think no. Because also I don't want to know if you don't like me. Because as much as I don't want to be like as much as I don't care because that's your reality, I think everybody still doesn't like not being liked because it's like
If
what?
you all of a sudden got inundated with everybody that didn't like you, I'd be like,
Yeah.
dang, come on, guys. Like,
Yeah, it'd be like, okay, I
I'm a
get it.
delight. What is wrong?
I
Oh,
heard some
man. Okay.
TikTok the other day that was like talking about just letting other people, whatever they are, like in any instance, like just let them be. Like if
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
like
Let him.
him, if you don't like him, let them. If they don't want to do,
Mhm.
like let them. Like you just have to let go of trying to have any
Can't
type of
control
control
everybody.
over other people's things. So you have to
Yeah.
every time something is like getting to you, say to yourself,
Mhm.
let them do this thing. And it's
And then
I
you
think
decide what
yeah.
to do, like how you behave
But
after
I
that.
think it's actually been helpful for me because there have been times where like situations, whether at work with a patient or a customer or whatever, where you want to almost be reactive because sometimes they are just so being ignorant or
Unreasonable.
acting rude or unreasonable. And sometimes I just have to say, let
Mhm.
them like
Just let them.
they can
It's all good.
let them be an asshole. Like I'm not changing anything right now. I'm in no position.
Hmm.
Oh, let them just let them be an
Just
asshole.
let them.
I know that sucks, but it helps my
But no,
sanity.
yeah, it takes the stress off of you and it's like, oh, well,
Yeah.
some people are just like that, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
If a stranger told you they knew a dark secret about your parents, would you want to know it?
Yes.
I'm I'm kind of curious that way.
Yeah,
Like Cody's
I'm
like
very curious. I would definitely want to know.
Cody's
And
very much the other way. He's like, nope, it's not my deal. I don't want to know. I don't need to know. And I'm like, I don't know. I like information. I
I
like
like
knowing.
information. I like transparency. I don't think if there's any like
Mhm.
mm,
Mommy,
if
will
a
you?
dark secret
I can't.
Mommy,
exists, then I don't know. I feel like
mommy,
yes, baby.
look, can I talk
Hi.
to you?
Sorry.
Can I
Can you
talk
talk to her?
about my superhero Roblox game?
You want to talk to Emily? Why I put on the superhero Roblox game. I think I could do that. But come here. Come sit on my lap, and I will try to do this. All right. This is now the Emily and Elena show for a moment.
Emily and Elena show. Hi.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good.
Do you like your superhero Roblox game?
Yeah, because new and Tyler were playing it, but I need them to teach me how to get those superpowers. I'm
Because you
like,
need all the superpowers.
uh-huh,
What's your favorite superpower?
all the superpowers.
All the superpowers? You know what?
Yeah,
If anybody could handle all the superpowers, it would be you. You could do all of them. Would you fly?
I want to, I want, stay first I'm going to, well, I'm a girl. I'm going to Superwoman.
I think that would be great. Perfect.
I know it sounds funny. Hey, no. Oh, we're doing ASMR now.
Oh, ASMR. Bentley. Have you seen those?
Okay, baby.
Hmm.
Just because this is already not staying up here well, and I really don't want to have to buy a new anything. So,
We want to talk to her on that speaker.
well, you can.
On that speaker?
Hey,
Hey.
I want to sing you.
You want, okay, sing me a song. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Yes,
Na,
Dina.
na, 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 na.
little bit.
What?
Yes, Dina, you.
All right, baby. Thanks. Hey, talk to my kid.
No, that's good. I just used it
Oh,
as
I
an
know.
excuse to floof my hair a little bit because it was doing funny things.
I just think that every time because I remember that used to be like a thing, like back before video calls or whatever. Like they'd be like, I
Oh
want to
yeah.
talk to him. He'd be like, who you talk to my kid? And it was always just like, are you
Just
having fun with
breathing
your
deeply in
mommy?
there. Yeah.
Some awkwardness where it was like, no, like don't make me talk to your kid.
It's always like really quiet until they say the one word that like blasts you like, yes! Like that. It's great. No, I
Anyways,
like Alina.
me too.
She's a
It's
good
a
kid.
lot more fun when you can see them and I don't know.
Oh yeah. 100%.
And when they're used to it, like she could pick it up and make a call and she'll talk to you. Whereas like
Hmm.
I don't think kids were really like using the phone much. So whenever they'd get the phone handed to them, it was just like,
Yeah.
what am I supposed
Well,
to do here?
they don't know who they're talking to, and there's a
Yeah.
huge difference between like a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. Like it's just how we did things. All right.
Yeah.
Next question.
Okay.
If you could find out every person who has ever had a crush on you, would you do it?
I mean, inquiring minds like to know all the things, but I don't think there's a purpose to that one.
I don't either. It's like,
Yeah.
nah.
No.
I've had crushes on like weird people for weird
Ah,
reasons, and it's just
me
like,
too. Me
just
too.
bury it. Doesn't matter. Literally has no bearing on anything. Just
Yeah.
let it go. Um, would you risk your life to save a stranger?
I think I might. I don't think I like would do it knowing or I don't know. I think I would put myself in questionable situations to save somebody
I would
because
like to think that I would.
yeah. I
I
know
guess
that
we
I've
don't know for
acted
sure.
I've acted a few times like I've got between people who were heated and you know,
Hmm.
maybe I shouldn't have but I didn't it just happened. So I'm
Yeah,
like
you
I
weren't
think I
actively
might.
thinking, I'm going to
Exactly.
die
There
for
there's
this.
not a thought. It's just more of a like sometimes it happens. I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to think that I would, but who knows?
Yeah,
Depends on the
because
situation too. Like, I don't
exactly
know.
like but
Yeah.
I think I would
All right.
reactionarily. Is that a word?
Reaction.
Reactionarily.
Reactionary.
Yeah, but I said reactionarily.
Reactionarily do
Sometimes I
it.
like to put words together, like
And it makes
tournament ship
sense. So,
ish. Yeah.
tournament ship. I love that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Next question.
Next one. Would you take the blame for a major crime to save a best friend's life? And context would really help here.
Exactly.
Like, if you murdered someone in cold blood, am I going to take the blame? No, sorry.
Mm-mm.
You did that
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
There's
so I can't
there's
imagine
not
a
enough context
scenario.
there. No.
Yep. So probably no. As a friend, you wouldn't put me in that situation.
Exactly.
Do you think justice really exists?
No.
Like actual justice? Probably not.
No. Mm-mm.
No, we do the best we can with what we've got. There needs
Yeah,
to be
but so many people live
like,
outside of the realm of justice, and so many people are overly policed in so many aspects of their lives. It's like,
Well, even in the best executed scenarios, like if I killed someone, what kind of punishment is actually going to be justice for that? Like, even if you killed me back, it's still not exact justice. You know what I mean? It's like there's no tit for tat that's exact.
yeah.
There will always be
The
differences.
the
So,
the justice that could be inflicted. Me and Anthony have talked about this a few times. When we were talking about the superpowers last time, I
mhm.
almost put this one in. It was like I think it's called a penance stare or a penance touch, but like to make people experience what they did. So like if you murdered
Yeah,
someone, like I'd be able to make you feel what that person felt, all the fear, all the pain, everything in it, but then also of the people that lost them and had to grieve them. Like you'd have to like
you have to put a lot in there.
that would be some true justice, I guess, that whatever you inflicted. But even at that point, even if you felt it all, there's no justice because you can't undo it.
Yeah. So not really, but we got to do
But
something
no,
sometimes.
yeah.
So,
I think I wish more people were held accountable and some people weren't.
well, I
So,
think we do the best we can with what we've got. We at least try to, you know.
yeah.
You
Uh,
can't you got to put something in place so that there's some sort of
yeah,
justice in the world.
but
But
there needs to be more um transparency for everyone to I don't know, because it's just too corrupt and abused our systems are to actually like bring justice to anybody who needs justice because you can't use the system that's allowing them to do things to bring them to justice.
so in my mind, um, off on a little bit of a tangent here.
Well, I just did, so
I
please
always
join.
I always go back to like a blind justice system, like a truly blind justice system where you go to an attorney, the attorney fills in what happened, right?
Hmm.
Or you do, and you send it on paper to a judge so the judge doesn't see you. They don't see like they just see the facts of what happened and probably some of your past as it relates to, is this your 19th DUI? Then it's probably
Yeah,
something else is probably needing to be done. But yeah, and do it that way because I think there's way too much uh
bias and
yeah. Did you see the one this week where there's a guy before a judge and he's like, "Hey, listen, this all of these charges, I know there's a lot of charges.
oh,
They were all in the past and and then his judge is like, no, you still need to pay for these." And then he
it's like you
jumps
will
over the
die. Yeah,
yeah.
fucking
Not funny.
crazy.
I shouldn't
No,
laugh,
it's
but
not. And I know that
gosh.
he was mentally ill, but like because they were like, oh, I saw a thing where his family was, I guess, saying like, yeah, he's mentally ill. I don't know if they were asking for like leniency or anything because I was just like, yeah, being mentally ill does not like it might be like, oh, that makes sense as to why you lost your mind. But if you can lose your mind and do that to somebody, you like there are certain rights that we
Yeah.
unfortunately can't allow you to have, and that would be like being in public with other people where you could do that to them because that takes
But
away other people's rights.
imagine you got a sympathetic judge though that's like, you know what, you're right. That was in the past, and let's put your sentence a little more lenient. Or you know what I mean? There's just
Yeah,
too many
yeah. And then he
factors
was
that could
just out
happen.
on the street where then the
Where
next
he's
person he
clearly gonna do it
dated
again.
or
Yeah.
something where they made him just a little too upset. And even you don't even have to make them upset because I've been in those situations where like it could be
They're just
like
gonna be
they will
upset and you're in the way.
fabricate something and you're in the way. Exactly. That's all you are. You're the thing that's there that it can be taken out on. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did see that one.
So so I would really like some sort of a blind justice system eventually.
I remember us talking about that and I'd never heard of
Mhm.
that before, but I think that is
And
freaking
neither.
genius. And I think
Well,
that you should, I don't know,
advocate for that.
advocate for that. I'll
Blind
join your
justice.
cause. Yeah. Is that the
Yeah,
theme
I like
song?
that. That's yes.
Oh,
Have
they
you
could
not
make a
heard that one
show
before?
about it to put it out there and like just put the concept out there. A
That's
show.
a good idea.
Yeah. So let's write a
Blind
screenplay for
justice.
Blind Justice where
Okay,
or a future
I'm
world
in.
where that's where we've got to and how it could improve things because it
Hmm.
wouldn't allow
I mean, it's the same thing for
inequities.
like companies and things. You don't know what company is bringing like a
Yeah.
lobbying thing forth. It's just does this make sense for the American people and for people
Yeah,
in
get rid of
humanity in
all
general?
the extra bullshit. I
Yep.
think that makes so much sense.
Doesn't it though?
It does.
Doesn't it though? All right.
It does.
Um, if you were adopted, would you want to meet your bio parents?
I think so. Even if I love
I
my
think so too.
parents, like I want everything.
I want all the information.
Yeah, I
Yes.
want all the
Um,
information. Like the unknown is like my worst enemy. It could drive my brain crazy. Like I just need to know things. Let me make my judgments. Let me decide for me what I do with that information, but I want it all.
hmm
If it breaks me, that's on
And
me.
yeah, even if they were like horrible people, I mean there may be some drawback there, but like just coming from meeting the side of my family recently that we didn't know existed.
Yeah, the
Do you remember
23andMe.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Um,
did a whole podcast and talked about it. So
yeah, we did, and it
I
was
should
great. And
if I didn't remember
just
that though, like we'd be concerned.
no, the for anybody who hasn't heard, yeah. My family did a 23andMe test, and we found out my grandma has some brothers that we never knew existed. So just meeting that side of the family and seeing all the similarities that we have, and like there's an instant connection there. It's I think it's super important. Like,
Yeah. There's
yeah.
something there outside of
hmm
us genetic just
Yes.
I
Very
remember
much so.
you saying that there were just like gestures and like facial things and like just that were so
hmm
similar, although you guys had been from different areas where you would think,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have those things. So I thought that was pretty neat.
Yep. Yep. And when like it was cool to see my grandma passed away, but when her brother would talk, I could see like her mannerisms in his face, and it was pretty
Oh
cool. I
yeah.
like
Oh
that.
yeah. No, that's cool.
So I like that a lot. So yes, I would meet my bio parents. I would hope that it wouldn't hurt my like adoptive parents. I don't
Yeah.
want, you know,
Yeah.
but
I don't imagine I would be hurt. I mean, I guess
I don't either.
I can't really say I'm not in that situation. I can't be empathetic to that situation really. But if I
Yeah.
adopted a child, I because I know how inquisitive I am, I would not be able to not allow them that same.
Would you wait for a while? Like, would you wait
I,
until they were
I
a certain age and could process it a little better?
I think I would ask the like psychiatrist or like people who have maybe done studies to see or are there studies to say is this better for you to have known young or late? Like I bet you there are
Yeah,
people who have been adopted who are talking about their stories right now and probably look to those people. You know what I
that's a
mean?
good idea.
To tell
hmm
me like what to do if I were doing that.
Informed decision making is always great.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And
yes, I
informed
like it.
by the people who actually would know.
Yeah.
It's better than
Yep,
just
yep.
a study to me because
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
Next question.
Would you fake your own death to save your family?
I mean, I guess.
In my mind, I would
Like,
do pretty much anything to
yeah,
save my
right.
family. So sure, I can't imagine a
I
scenario where I would have to fake my death,
me
but
neither. I was trying to think of that. I'm like, yeah, I would obviously do whatever I needed to do to save them.
yeah.
But
And does faking your death mean you never talk to them? Or if they know you faked your death, could you meet up somewhere? I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. Um, bum, bum, bum. Would you want to be a billionaire if it meant that you would never find true love?
No.
Nope. There's a quote from Jim Carrey that I really like, where he's like, I hope one day everybody gets to be filthy rich so they can realize that it's just not everything.
Yeah,
Like, it's
like
cool. You
money
can do some
does
cool stuff,
buy, yeah, like when people say money
certain
doesn't
amount of
buy
happiness,
happiness
but
though, like that's not true either. Like there's
mm,
definitely like a middle ground though, but money
there
won't
is a
fix
middle ground.
everything.
Mm.
You need your needs met and you need to be able to, you know,
And
enjoy life, some entertainment, but
how many people have we
yeah.
seen that money has just completely destroyed them too? Like
Hmm.
an excess, having a lot of excess money can really screw you up. Not always, but sometimes
Yeah.
have to be careful. Like people who win the lottery end up broke and
Yeah, there's like documentaries about that, right? I'd like to think that
and
I do well with a lot of money. If anybody wants to test this theory,
yeah, I would love to be a subject.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't know because I've not been in that position yet.
Mhm.
So I hope.
All right. If you could find out how you die, would you want to?
Hmm. Uh, I don't know. I think I'd have to give this one some more thought because the whole wanting to know thing, but also that
Hmm.
I wouldn't want to have to be fearing.
That and just have it be
Yeah,
in the
because then
back of your head all the time.
yeah.
But it would be nice to know, like, hey, if I get in a train wreck, don't take the train on Tuesday. That would be nice. Like, don't drive your car on this
Can you
day,
do
or
something that would stop it though?
yeah, I don't know.
Because that makes a
I'm
difference.
assuming you could if you
If
knew.
you know how I'm gonna die, well, I guess I could wait. I'd be like, if it's an
Hmm.
accident, then I just stop taking cars altogether.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, for
but
real.
if I see that I'm like 90 something and then I don't know that I even need to know how it is, just that I got it, that I got there.
Yep, yep. Something's gonna happen eventually, but
Yeah,
as long as it's not, I would bet that curiosity would get a hold of me, and I would want to know eventually.
I think so.
I may
I
hold
think
out for a
so.
while, but
But
I'd want to know.
eventually I'm gonna go freaking look.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. If you could have certain memories erased, would you? Do your memories make you who you are, or are there some where you'd be like, I don't want that one?
Yeah, I don't think that they could be erased because
They build on each
I
other.
do think they are who you are because you learned reactions and you learned something from everything that happened. And if you
Hmm.
get rid of those, then but I mean I don't
There's
know. Maybe
there's probably
it's
people with
magic though, so they could do it in a way to where it just, worked, but
poof, yep, like Anna and Elsa take out the
yeah,
memory but
yeah.
leave the fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know. As far as my memories go, even like the bad ones, I think I'd probably keep them. But I think there's people with certain traumas that are like, take it. I don't want it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to see that when I close my eyes. I don't, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, because
that
for
would
the
make
most
sense.
part, I can keep mine out of my mind. Like if there was something that was haunting me, I would want it gone.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, they're like knowledge for moving forward. You know what I mean? Sometimes you need to know where the risks lie, and you know that because something happened.
Something terrible. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
We'll just see.
know.
Okay.
Yeah. Thus far, I think I would keep all of mine.
Yeah. Today.
If a stranger offered you $1 million to go to jail for 10 years, well, it says 10 years, but I'm going to shorten it to one.
Yeah.
If a stranger offered you $1 million to go to jail for 1 year, would you do it?
Maybe because like I don't know of any jobs I could take for a year that would I could make $1 million.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. Like if you add up all the hours you're working for the next year, like,
yeah,
yeah,
so
anyway,
I'm gonna go here for a year. It's gonna suck, but then when I come back,
I have $1 million and we just get to not
yeah,
worry about things.
yeah, exactly. So
It would suck
maybe,
to lose a year,
yeah,
especially with young kids.
yeah,
Like,
that would be
uh,
the leaving the kids that and Anthony like would be really hard though. So I don't know.
yeah,
I feel like maybe that's still just a maybe, but I'm at least considering
yeah,
it because I'm like, what other job could I have to make that money in a year? 10
uh,
years though, I think would be a no.
yeah, 10 years
That's
is a
too
definite
much.
no.
That's too much. Too much time.
Mhm.
But even 1 year is really too much time because that's all we really have. And missing your kids grow
Yeah,
up or missing who they're becoming because you're not there to be part of it. I want to be in all their
yeah,
memories.
right? I don't want
Yeah.
there to be this big blank spot of mom wasn't here.
Yes.
Um, would you ever start, like, if you weren't married, would you ever start a romantic relationship knowing that it would end in 3 years?
maybe. Depends. What if it's that they're terminally ill, but you really, you enjoy spending time with them, like you. So I guess if that were the circumstance, yes.
Well, I think even the ones that are like end up being a crappy relationship, you learn from them. You learn from all of your experiences, and maybe it's those learned experiences that help you with the next one. You know what I mean?
But also, if it ends in 3 years, like, why would it end in 3 years? If you know that getting into it, something bad has to happen, or do you just have to,
No, you're just
they have to
clairvoyant. You just
move?
know.
You just know.
You just
Okay.
you just know. In 3 years, it's over. That's
Oh,
they don't have to die. They're just nothing bad happens. You just split up and go your separate ways. Would you still do it?
yeah. I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think experiences are experiences, and none of us know how much time we have with people.
True. True.
It's like, are your next 3 years guaranteed? No. Like,
Yeah. If it was a really awesome relationship, does it say that, or does it just say romantic relationship?
it just says romantic relationship, but we could
Yeah,
put like a
because it would
kick
have
butt
to
relationship
be,
in there.
yeah, I'd have like I would do like a fucking awesome relationship for 3 years, but like a troubled one, I think it would be like,
Mm,
I think I'll go ahead and skip that
I could,
for this
yeah.
one.
No, thank
Like,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it would have to be someone who really, like, it would have to be good for me to even ever want it in the first place.
Well, and there's nothing
If
that
I
says
were
it has to
single.
be 3 years. You could be like, I'm out of here within 2 weeks. Like it's
Anyway.
you don't have to stay. All
Uh,
right. If a credible source accused one of your loved ones of doing something terrible, would you believe them right away?
no, I think I would have to go talk to a loved one. I'd have to hear it from my loved one.
Gather information, and I
Yeah.
think all of us are capable of horrible
Yeah.
things. Like
Yeah. And if
there's
they told me
nothing.
right there in that moment,
Mhm,
I would do what I could to help them no matter what. Even if it was that, hey, you're gonna have to be accountable for this, but I'm gonna help you along the way, then be there when you're, I'm still gonna be here for you. I'm not gonna leave you.
mhm.
But you have to do
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
But if they
I
lie,
would.
I don't know.
We're we are human beings, and in order to make good judgment calls, we need to gather as much information as we can and make the best calls we can.
See.
Because I've seen people do horrible things and be like stood behind 100% by other people and be like, you can't do that. Like, yeah, you have this image in your head of who this person is, but they need to be held accountable for what they
Yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah. It's standing behind
Just
someone
because you didn't.
does not mean not having them be held accountable. Standing behind them just
Hmm.
means not leaving them. Like, you could
Yeah,
gonna do, you've got to be,
having their back.
yeah, I have your back in the sense that I will be there when you are out and when you've done your time, or, like, always be there for you, but you have to be held accountable. Like, I can't take that for you.
Hmm.
I don't know. And I think that's having someone's back. The other thing is allowing, I don't know. I don't have that in me. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to turn this down really fast. Ah, it's very hot. Okay, next question. Would you accept your dream job if one of the conditions was not communicating with your friends and family for 1 year?
That's not my dream job. My dream job doesn't make me do that.
Yeah.
There's no my family is part of my dream job. Whatever my dream job is because I get to be with them.
Well, I asked this to Cody and he's like, "Oh no, definitely not. Like, you don't leave your family." And I was like, "Well, what if your religion asked you to do that for 2 years?" And like, "Oh, maybe." Hmm. Um, would you have a hard time being on a committee that chose which patient receives organ transplants?
Would I have a tough time doing it?
Yeah. Like
Um,
mentally, would it be hard on you to have to choose who lives and who dies?
I don't think so because I don't think you're that close to the if you're just choosing, you're choosing off of paperwork then, right? You're choosing off of facts.
Oh,
Probably a
probably.
computer's choosing. You're probably putting it in all the different
Who's
things
next
and
on the list and
it's
meets the
telling you
criteria?
where someone, yeah, it would be hard to have to know people and make that decision more so, I think.
Yeah.
I think you like have to be detached in a certain way to be able to work in that.
Yeah, I think
You
so
got to
too.
think about it logically.
Yeah. And it would also be hard to know that someone had to die in order to even receive the organ. Like
Yeah, but
it's
without
just
an
a
or
it's just a big
yeah,
cycle of life. Like
yeah, people were
that's
dying
hard.
anyways though. So if we can utilize the organs, like if I die, I hope my organs get used
Oh,
because
all
I'm not using
yeah,
them.
as many
So
as you can.
don't feel bad about the body that's gone. Like that happened. You
Mhm.
had nothing to do with that. If it
Yep.
can save
I
someone
don't need
else,
my corneas, my liver, nothing. Use it all.
yeah. But my
So
patella, you fucking touch my patella. Just kidding.
that one, that one's going to my grave.
Oh, it stays. It's the only thing I don't want cremated.
It's just the little disc sitting on the top. It's lovely.
Start a thing.
Start a thing. Patellas of the world unite. Um, if you could bring a loved one back to life, but they would have no memory of you, would you do it?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
no
let them
question.
live. Yeah.
There are just some people that this world would be better off if they were still here, even if they didn't remember me.
Yes.
So,
Mhm.
abso-freaking-lutely, I would. If you knew the world was ending in 30 minutes, what would you do with that 30 minutes?
Just be with my family. Just be like, hey
Prank
guys,
call?
like,
No, I'm just kidding.
yeah,
I'm just kidding. No, that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, I've
I think
actually like thought about it a few times, like, what would I do if I, and I'm always like, if we're together, like, I just imagine coming together and being like it sucks, but like at least I'm with you guys. Like, let's just be because there's nothing we can do. Like,
you just
so
snuggle
I'd
in a
want
big
to
pile and
be with
talk
my
about.
people. I'd hope I was with my people because otherwise I'd be trying to get to my people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you were just with your people, you just snuggle up and tell funny stories about,
Uh-huh.
talk about funny
Exactly.
memories and good
Yes.
times and
And try to not
try to
just
make it as not scary as you can for others.
that's gonna be scary, but yeah, just hug on each other and love each other. Mm. I don't know, what would
I
you
think
do?
so too.
Yeah, same.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doggy
Dogpile the
pile.
family and just, yep.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um, if you died tomorrow, would you be happy with how your life turned out thus far?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so too. I think we've done pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
there's always things where you're like, I wish I would have done this better or this
oh,
more or
for
whatever,
sure.
but
But I know that I've
in
learned some
general,
things and I'm still learning and like I don't know. Just I'm good. I don't want to die, but I
I
also
don't either,
yeah.
but we haven't done too bad so far. Okay, and on a fun note, we will end. If you could gain a magical power in exchange for one of your senses, would you do it?
All right, so I'm losing my sense of smell.
That was
My
Cody's as well.
yeah.
If you can still taste, then it's all good, I guess. Like
Yeah, I'm okay with my
they're
taste even
connected.
being dulled. I really am. Just so
Yeah.
I don't know. When I had
I believe
COVID
you.
and I got couldn't smell some things, like I was like, oh man, like this is kind of
What a
nice.
relief.
Yeah, yeah.
I could see that being a thing for you.
Yeah. But
Absolutely.
my magical power, just one magical power.
Just one magical power. And I would
I'd
only
go
do it
with
if you could
the
choose. Because,
yeah, the ability to heal people. Like
ooh,
the
I like
healing touch
that.
of a magical power.
See, that's a very good one. You're very altruistic. Mine's like, I would fly. Like,
Um, I just
but
don't know
yeah,
how I would use,
healing
I
would be
just
good.
don't know how I would use flying to my benefit.
I would fly
I'm
like a
selfish.
lot.
I guess like it could be fun but then once you've like done it, then you're like, okay, now how do I use this? That's one thing. Every time me and Anthony will like talk superpowers, like I'm always thinking of like how can we make money with that? Or how would it actually work for us? Like where he's
Would it be
like,
beneficial?
yeah. And he's just like, no, like just fucking fly
Some
and
things you do
speed
just
up
to do
like
them.
yeah. I'm like I mean, sure, it's really fun. I do like that. We went to iFly and we've done the inside skydiving. And I've been
Yeah,
tandem skydiving twice. Like it'd be really
it's
fun to be able
great.
to fly. I
Would I trade my
need to
sense
get
of smell?
out. Yeah. I mean,
Certainly
maybe.
wouldn't trade sight
If
for
there
it.
was if that yeah, exactly. I mean, I might trade smell for the ability to fly. But if I could have any, magical power, I'm gonna go with something that because I'm like, if I can heal my loved ones, but then also I can heal others, and there's a way I can monetize this. So I'm good. I'm set.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I always wanted the magical power of like kind of having a Mary Poppins purse where it's like whatever you think of, you reach your hand in and it's in there.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
that was the one I wanted when I was little.
I always wanted the house that just kept going. Like from the outside, it looked small, but then it was like just ginormous. Like you had basketball courts and water slides, and it was just so everything you could want. It's basically a cruise ship, but inside a little house.
But would somebody else be cleaning it? Because that just stresses me out.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We're in Magic World. We don't have to clean that
Magic
stuff.
World.
It
Okay,
cleans
sweet.
itself.
Then I'm in.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, no, the ones I
Perfect.
have to clean out, just like one room would be fine. It's just I'll
Yeah.
live in one room.
Yeah. I enjoy cleaning, but I don't think I would enjoy cleaning a mansion. Yeah. Of
Yeah.
many, many, many rooms.
I don't
If I
know if
had
I
to
enjoy
vacuum like 10
cleaning.
rooms a
I
day.
enjoy having a clean space, and I'm willing to clean to get the clean space, or at least I used to be. But then when everybody else is the one making the mess all the time, I'm like, maybe we'll be a little dirty until you guys care
Yeah.
enough to help because I'm not your maid.
My mental
So,
health can take this much. Yeah.
yeah. Until you
Yeah.
care too, we're just not
I
gonna
can't do
care
it
too
all.
much. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
for real.
anyways. Well, thanks. That was
Well,
fun.
that are your questions.
That
Those
them
are your
are.
questions. That them are. Yeehaw. Yeah.
Well, that was
Those
fun.
those are your questions for today. I hope you
Thanks.
enjoyed it.
I did enjoy it. Thanks, teambuilding.com. Is that right?
Yeah, thanks teambuilding.com for all of our team building exercises. Do you feel like our team has been built?
I do. I do.
That's good. I'm so glad.
Yeah. Bye. All
Well,
right.
okay.
Well,
Have an awesome week and we will see you next time.
yes. All right. Lilas.
Lilas.
Bye.
Subscribe up there.
Subscribe.
There's a subscribe up there.
Okay.
Like the button.
Okay.